Ladies and gentlemen, I am your captain, guide, and friend, Dalton Rutlinger. Welcome back to Sailwind. In the previous episode, we came here to the Emerald Archipelago. I came here to the Dragon Cliffs off screen to deliver some cargo. Well, when I say cargo, I mean I delivered some mail. I got a couple more missions to head over to Gold Rock City as well as back up to Fort Aestrin. And I've also exchanged a lot of our currency. I'm up to 95 gold lions. So I'm 15 gold lions away from affording the brig, which is what I'm after. All right, so I've pretty much got all my preparations complete. I have a crate full of bananas and some bread. I have plenty of salmon. I've got plenty of tuna as well as some smoked cheese. Got plenty of water. Got some rum. Uh, I'm pretty much good to go. I've also got several fishing hooks, so I don't have to worry about running out of food. So, let's just continue on our way, and yeah, this might be our our second to the last voyage in our trusty little dhow here. See, the wind is gonna be a pain in the butt as it usually is, but I could probably go out around that way. It might actually be what I just decided to do anyway. Alright, let's open up this. I say the wind's going to be an issue. The biggest question I'm going to have to deal with, do I want to deal with the wind going up that canal, or do I want to deal with it going out that one? Honestly, I'd probably prefer going out that way. But turning into the wind is going to be the biggest issue I've got. I might just have to go around the island, honestly. Or I guess I could try. Screw it, let's try it. I might be able to get some help out of this thing. The mizzen-mast. Alright, let's turn that down. It wasn't that big of a deal. I don't know what the heck I was on about. Alright, let's tighten it this way. Also, I had to call in sick from work today. I have not really been feeling great the past couple of days. So if you hear any coughing in the video like that, you'll have to forgive me. I'm just not feeling great. Can I put my phone somewhere where it's not going to be vibrating all the time? There we go. Okay. That's one thing I like about Sailwind is you don't have to be entirely active with it like most other games. You can kind of just put the boat on autopilot and just kind of let it do most of the work for you. It's very handy, especially for days like this, whenever you're just sick and you don't really want to. I probably could have gone into work today. It's just, yeah, like, why push yourself? We pre-worked literally the entire route yesterday, and I just don't see a point in pushing yourself for a route that you're just gonna do in another week from now, you know? One thing about being a garbage man is your job is permanent. So long as the town is here, I'm gonna have a job here. Um, Obviously, you don't call in sick too often. I think the last time I called in sick was like 5 or 6 months ago, so I don't feel too guilty about it. Um, but yeah. Oh, also, by the way, we're up to 1,200 subscribers now. So thank you once again, everybody, so much for taking an interest in the channel. It is absolutely amazing that the channel is receiving the love that it quite frankly deserves. um, these sailing games are... they're unique in their own separate ways. Sailwind is probably the most immersive, but it's also the most time-demanding, too. It takes a long time to get from one area to another. And we are on our way to a different archipelago now. Actually, we're heading to Allon for the very first time in this entire playthrough. But I'm sure we'll be going back there plenty of times throughout the rest of the series, too. Because the series does not end whenever I do finally get the brig. We're going to continue playing this series. I think this series might end, actually, whenever I finally go out to Kronos. Because I do need to just go out to Kronos just so I can say that I've done it. Alright, I think it might be time to go ahead and start raising up the main sails. And yeah, once we get the brig, I can actually start transporting legitimate cargo. I won't just be stuck doing mail. I can actually start taking advantage of the trade routes and whatnot. Though I really do wish you could actually hire other sailors to use your other boats while you're captaining another boat. Like, I kind of wish I could hire another, you know, employee to take over this boat while once I buy the brig. It'd be very nice. And, you know, you could just put on, like, a local route, just traveling back and forth between the local islands. And for the most part, for this journey, we should have the wind pretty much entirely at our back. So that'll be a nice change. I just hope this time I don't have a unforeseen incident like in the previous video. That was bad. Oh, right, I'm not using this one. I'm using this one. Although, I think... yeah, just leave it. Alright. Also, by the way, I did, like, actually take a mission going to Gold Rock City from here, because I believe in a few videos back I said I wanted my reputation to be over 3,000 for the Emerald Archipelago before I started, you know, taking missions from other regions. And, well, I'm up to almost 8,000 reputation for the Emerald Archipelago now, so I'm well past the 3,000 mark. I'm on my way up towards the 60,000 mark with Aestrin. And we're going to start working on Allon. Alright, so once we get clear of the island, we want to turn basically directly west. I might have us go... I don't know. I might stay a bit further north than dead west, but overall we want to be heading west. And I think this should be good enough. Alright, let's let them fly. We go all out from this point on. No stopping for anyone. Or anything. Alright, so I shouldn't need to fish for this entire journey. And I have a lot of people in my comment section saying that they can't get into Sailwind because of the fishing. You don't have to fish, guys. Literally, you don't have to fish. I doubt I even touched my fishing pole one time this entire journey. I might do it just out of boredom, just to have something else to do, but beyond that, no. I literally will not have a reason to touch my fishing pole at all because I've got enough money to actually just stock up on food. But you do need to be aware of scurvy. How much water do I actually have? I'm just going to put you like that. So I've got 3 full barrels of water and a near full near full barrel of rum. So I should not have to worry about anything. There's also, yeah, there's still a couple of sips of water in this bottle here. That's actually kind of a pretty screenshot. I'm reminded of that country song. How does it go? Racing the wind, chasing the sun. I can't remember the name of the song, though. It's a pretty good song. I don't listen to a lot of country, but I do listen to 90s country somewhat often, though. Like the country that I would have grown up with, the country that I listened to whenever I was a kid. Oklahoma took a big hit somewhat recently with the loss of Toby Keith. You know, rest in peace to him. That guy was a star, for sure. But we've still got... To be fair, I think Taylor Swift is actually from Oklahoma. So there's that. There's actually a lot of famous people that came from Oklahoma. Just off the top of my head, I can think of Toby Keith, Taylor Swift. Can't think of her name right now. She sang at the presidential nomination. Why am I drawing a blank? Hang on, I gotta fix this. I should absolutely know her name. Carrie Underwood, thank you. Jeez. I'm gonna do a quick little Google search and see how many country artists actually came from Oklahoma. Well, what do you know? Country singers from Oklahoma. Oh my god. Right, so basically the vast majority of country singers came from Oklahoma. Toby Keith, Reba McEntire, Joe Diffie, Bob Wills, Mel McDaniel, Roy Clark, The Great Divide, Shug Fisher, B.J. Thomas. A lot of these people really aren't alive anymore. Garth Brooks. Blake Shelton is from Oklahoma? Wanda Jackson. David Gates. Zach Bryan. Huh. What about singers from Oklahoma? Oh, my bad. No, Taylor Swift is not from Oklahoma. I thought she was. She's from Pennsylvania, or she was born in Pennsylvania at least. Huh. Oh, you guys can't see a darn thing, can you? My bad. I was focusing on my research over there. Alright, I'm just going to make sure that we are still heading in the right general direction, which we are not. That should be fine. Alright, well, honestly, I think you would be better up here. I guess I'm kind of... It's ultimately not going to matter, is it? Either way, there's going to be a dark spot on the ship. Right, well, I think I'm going to go to sleep, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. After I fix this issue with OBS. There we go. Alright, next morning out. Admittedly, we haven't made it, like, super far, but we are making progress. And still see Newport. Actually, I think that would be Serpent Isle. Yeah. It's actually my favorite trip in the game. It's just so simple. You really don't even have to do a whole heck of a lot. You just pretty much point your boat facing the west. Occasionally make sure that you're still on the right track. And just continue heading straight west as much as you possibly can. Speaking of which, I'm gonna just make sure... Alright. I think actually, well, the wind is blowing almost directly from behind us, so it's not going to matter if I bring the Genoa sail in or not. But yeah, I'm just gonna find a place to sit down, check my compass on occasion. and just kind of sit back and enjoy the ride. I shall see you guys whenever something interesting pops along. Well, this is fun. I found myself in the middle of a storm. At least I found out that I think I actually knew this beforehand, but my mod that refills the water barrels is actually working. So there's that at least. I'm trying to keep us relatively on course. Unfortunately, all the waves is making it kind of difficult. And I am ready to get that brig. The waves won't knock me so much off course with that thing. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing where we are in terms of longitude, so unfortunately, I can't really point out where we are. You know what? This rear sail is making this much more difficult than this needs to be. There we go. That's a bit more manageable. Terror on the high seas, huh? Alright, I think we're finally coming out from the worst of the storm, and I think the ship is finally, or, excuse me, the boat is finally stabilizing. And not trying to, like, drift off to the north like it was there for a while. I'm just going to make double sure. Yeah, it's still heading pretty much to the west. I had to take down the mizzen sail because it was causing a lot of the problems. But we're still making some pretty good progress with the main sail down, or technically it's up, isn't it? Excuse me. Apologies, had to sneeze. Okay. So, once again, I have no way of really saying where we are in terms of longitude. I can't really tell what color the water actually is either, because it's kind of in that awkward time of day. We might be in the Allon region now, but I can't really tell. To be honest, if I go like further south, it wouldn't be a big deal because I've been drifting to the northwest for a while, so it might be better to head to the southwest for a bit. I hear the wind picking up again. So long as we keep heading generally west, we should be fine. Still kind of rain. We might actually get another storm because the wind is definitely picking up compared to what it was whenever I started recording again. Fun, fun, fun. Alright, so how much money am I actually going to be making? Like, all in all. I just want to take a look at the Gold Rock City stuff first. Calculator, where is calculator? There's calculator. So, 408 plus 370 plus 429 plus 379. So that's going to be almost 1,600 Allon lions. And then we also have one that's going to Fort Aestrin for 818 Aestrin crowns. So not only will I be able to afford the brig, I'll probably also be able to afford, like, upgrading it a bit as well. Okay, I might be going a bit too far south there. There we go. That should work. However, it's debatable if I want to customize the brig, like, right off the bat, or if I want to just start investing in trade goods and then customize later on. Because I could customize, then just take a few missions to build up a revenue. Then by the time that I get down to, say, Allon or basically any other region that's outside of the Aestrin region, I would be able to afford to start, you know, investing in trade goods again. I might even go back to being a tea merchant. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. Well, there's the sun setting one more time. We might see Gold Rock City tomorrow. Though I'm not entirely positive if that will be the case or not. It is a solid might. Alright, so can confirm we are definitely within the Allon region now. The water is blue and not that emerald green color. I'm hoping we can spot Gold Rock City off in the distance at some point somewhat soon. Oh yeah, the wind also shifted. It's blowing pretty much directly from my north, more or less. Yeah, pretty much directly from the north. Alright. Turn this way, Mrs. Boat, if you don't mind. I said turn this way, please. Turn this way, please. Turn this way, please. Thank you. She's really wanting to turn to the north, which probably indicates I should bring this in just a tad bit more. With the way my sails are set up right now, for anybody who doesn't know, whenever you have this kind of configuration on your boat, the sail on the main mast will push the bow of the boat towards the direction of the wind, but the mizzen sail, the mast that's towards the rear of the boat, the wind will catch that and try to turn the boat like towards the wind, like into the wind. So there's a bit of a constant battle between applying more pressure to each of these sails, depending on which way you want to go. However, because the mizzen sail is further towards like the rudder or further towards the rear of the boat, and the main mast is kind of like it's towards the front, but it's not towards the front enough that the wind will very easily overpower the mizzen sail. So you'll find yourself like turning into the wind a lot easier than turning with the wind. But if you get your sail configuration just right, you should, like, whichever direction you pick, you should sail basically straight there. And you can actually use the sails instead of the helm to actually maneuver the ship if you so choose. How much time do I have into the video? I've actually taken a bit of a break. It's only 31 minutes, jeez. It's interesting. The approach to my videos is I want to be able to keep people's attention. From what I've seen, the average view duration is like 10 minutes. And I don't know what I could do to make to improve that outside of just being like a lot more energetic, but I'm too old for that kind of nonsense. I guess I could try being funnier, but there's really not a lot to really joke about in these games. I guess maybe I could do like a podcast or something, maybe? Could pick like a discussion to talk about or something. I don't know. I was going to do that at one point, but I never really got around to it. I was just going to turn this into more of like a let's just kind of chat sort of a game. But I mean, it is what it is. People still watch the videos, so. And I get a lot of confirmation in my comments saying that, from people saying that my videos have really helped a lot. So I am proud to be of service in some way or another. Just keep scanning that horizon for a bit of land sticking out of the water. Last time I climbed up here, things didn't go so great, but I'm hoping that doesn't happen again. That is just a speck in my monitor. Never mind. I thought I saw something off in the distance. I was about to say, there's no way that's Gold Rock City. And indeed, it was not. Actually, how far deep does the ocean go here? I kind of want to find out. It doesn't look like the ship is gonna... Oh, maybe it will. I shouldn't waste too much time. Well, that was a very odd premonition, guys. I don't know what to say. I keep having these weird dreams where the boat just sinks for some random reason. Is it an omen, or is Poseidon just not happy with me at the moment? Okay, I'm gonna have you bit further out so you're not catching quite as much wind. Alright, but lesson learned, just don't stand on the stay rope, or the stay mast, whatever the heck you want to call that. Because that's when it happened last time, too. I do kind of feel like the boat sinks a bit too easy for that, but whatever. Nothing I can do about it. At least Raw Lion actually put in saves, so you don't have to go all the way back to your, like, with the way the game is set up now, I would have to go all the way back to the Dragon Cliffs and do the whole journey all over again, because whenever you recover a boat, it goes to the last dock you were at. It used to go to the closest, but now it goes to the last dock you were actually at. So it's kind of a way of getting around people cheesing the game like they used to, and admittedly, I'm kind of guilty of it myself. But it used to be you could actually do half the journey. You could get to the point where the water turned blue like this. If you're going from the Dragon Cliffs to Allon, you could just wait until the water changed color, and then you could just recover the boat, and you would go straight to Gold Rock City, which cut out like just huge amounts of the journey. Which I'm guilty of it too. I'm sure there's plenty of players out there who are very guilty of it, but it cuts down on so much time. And Sailwind requires a lot of time. Yeah, I thought I heard a plane flying over my house or something there for a second. I keep hearing, like, it's in my right ear. It sounds like a plane's propeller. Weird. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just see you guys whenever Gold Rock City finally appears, because I really don't know what else to do. I think what I might do, actually, is I'll kind of release this out just a bit. Alright, yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hang on a split second. I do believe I just saw... Yes! Just on the horizon! Gold Rock City. We have just about made it, everybody. We have just about made it. I'm starting to wonder. Because it feels like I've been on this journey for, like, forever. It's been several hours. I'm actually going to pull you in a bit. Maybe not that much. Think about there, it should be fine. Alright, well, with our destination on the horizon now, behind this wave, you know, it's actually a pretty good day for sailing, too. It's not super wavy, it's not super windy. The sun is out. I might let you guys enjoy this day a little bit. Alright, so. Yeah, just 15 more gold lions and I can afford the brig. And I wonder if these can convert to anything. See, we are currently up to over an hour in the video. For those of you who make it this far into the videos, I really do appreciate it. Unfortunately, most people only last like maybe 10 to 11 minutes, so if you make it this far into the video, I really do appreciate it. It's absolutely amazing to see people actually taking this much of an interest in my videos. The videos aren't super great, but I'm not trying to be super great either. I feel like if I tried to do something that's outside of the norm now, it would come off as way too forceful, you know? That's not to say I'm not open to trying new things, you know, I might try playing a horror game every now and then. But horror games are not things that I specifically look out for. Maybe I should do like another playthrough of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. It's been several years since I played that one. I think I'm probably to the point now where I don't really remember a lot of the puzzles. I remember most of the areas. And I remember, honestly, I still remember a lot of the encounters, so I don't know. My channel isn't exactly focused on games like that, though. That's more of a Markiplier and IGP sort of area. Well, I will see you guys whenever we get closer to Gold Rock City. Alright, so we're definitely closing in. And it looks like the big island I'm looking at is going to be Gold Rock City itself. Now, obviously, I as a player know this, but our character has no idea. He's never been here before. So, that's why he's looking at this map. Admittedly, the Allon region has a pretty simple island layout. It's just kind of a... It's kind of a ring around the capital city itself. So, yeah. Not at all like the Emerald Archipelago, where the islands just kind of dotted all over the place. However, there are a couple of islands that I should be aware of. Look like Albacore Town and the Alchemist Island. I wonder what kind of potions they make. Well, we will either be getting there tonight or tomorrow morning. Depends on how the wind treats us, ultimately. Because the wind is kind of trying to blow in my face now. Alright, I've been watching the teaser trailer for Squadron 42 in the background, and I'm about to run into the... no, I'm fine. I do need to turn to the port, though. I think I'm just going to go ahead and lower you, to be honest. I'm just going to turn you on. Okay, now we are completely as far over as we can be. Right. See, I don't really have much of a choice here but to get out and push. If the game will allow me. On, raise you up. There we go. Yeah. Just get out and push. Yeah, the wind has to just screw me over at the very last part of the journey, doesn't it? Well, sorry, wind. I really don't have any time for these kinds of shenanigans. It's getting too late in the evening for me to fiddle around. And it's turning to, morning already. Alright, this should be fine to build up a bit of speed. Let's do that. We can do that. And I think we should be fine with just these 2 sails. Alright, and there is Gold Rock City, everybody, as well as the beautiful Sandbuck. Probably the best ship in the game, but I use it all the time in the T-Merchant series, so I'm going to use the Brig this time. Ooh, that was a good pop in my back. Woo! Oh, that felt good. Start raising you up. One thing to note about Gold Rock City is it has this awkward curve in the dock that can make departing kind of interesting if you're facing that direction. Alright. Let's put you up here. And then we can get you over here. Alright, this is to Gold Rock City, very good. And then we have another one going to Gold Rock City. And while we're here, actually, I think, yeah, Oasis is technically local for Allon. Okay, do I want to go for 76 Allon Lions, or do I want to just go for... it wouldn't matter. I can only take stuff to Aestrin anyway, because I don't have the reputation in this region. So, yeah, let's do that. I guess that's it. And there is mail going to Happy Bay, but I can't take that. Alright, so... Oasis. Let's do a little check on our supplies real quick. I could probably do with restocking on some stuff. Honestly, I'll just sell this crate because... Actually, you know what? Then again, I might just... I'm just going to do some shopping. Okay. You there. Okay, how much money do we actually have? We have 837. I will be buying all of your bread. Oops. Okay. I'll buy your cheese. Okay, actually, I want to do a bit of a test with this cheese. I wonder how long it takes for the goat cheese to spoil, or if it's just the exact same amount of time. Okay, is there anything else? Yeah, there's tobacco. I'll also buy one of these. Alright, where is your fruit section, my good sirs? That's all firewood. This is navigational stuff. Okay, this is rum. I think I've gotten everything I can get from the marketplace for now. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing... There's coconuts here, but I don't think coconuts are something you can actually eat. Same thing with grain. Yeah, I don't see any real fruit here, unfortunately, so... Ooh. I guess I'll try, whenever we get to Oasis, to find, like, either some bananas or something else along those lines. But for now... First things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer some coinage. Okay, first off, let's get you to, that will have to do. Okay, and then we can convert you to... Wait a minute. Okay, no, so it is absolutely the least inflated. Okay, so what if I were to just do... that? Okay, well, I finally have the gold coins to actually buy the brig, so there is that. Okay, yeah, I can't take anything else. All right. So this is going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing because I will have a lot more on the way. And until next time, guys, God bless. Take care of yourselves. I will see you in the next video. Until then, this is your captain, signing out.